everyone. Today I wanted to share with you a quick tutorial on nostril breathing. There's several different breath work techniques that I like to use, one of which is the box breathing, which we'll do on a different video. But this other one that I really enjoy because it makes me focus so much on my breath is nostril breathing. And if you have never experienced it, it's really phenomenal. And the benefits are pretty outstanding. It may, I should say, reduce anxiety and stress. It's good for brain health, right? Because it oxygenates your brain. It's also stunning for lung and heart health, which really all breath work practices can be. But I don't want to spend too much time talking about the benefits. Again, we can do that in another session. I want this to be something that you can save and come back to over and over if you need someone to guide you through a nostril breathwork practice. So to begin with, I'm going to share two different ways. One is with essential oils, which I enjoy doing breath work with essential oils, but I don't always practice with it because sometimes I'm in the middle of the grocery store and I'm not about to whip out an essential oil and create an aromatherapy spa right there with the canned tomatoes. So we'll do that first without the oil. And then the second is with the essential oil. And I want to encourage you now, if you're going to practice with an oil, to pause this video and then go ahead and come back with your favorite oil. I choose usually something like lavender, frankincense, something that's very calming, grounding, soothing. There's several out there, but those are my two go-tos. Okay. So, to begin with, what you want to do is when you're practicing nostril breathing, if possible, get yourself comfortable. As I mentioned, if you are out and about, maybe in the grocery store, maybe in the city, on the subway, something, even in your car, even just adjusting your position, your posture into like a more relaxed way is a form of getting comfortable. But if you're able and you're taking some time in your day to set aside for breathwork practice, I encourage you to do that. Like get comfortable, relax, put both of your feet on the floor. It's so great to have a total alignment in your spine and as well as your feet placement. The next thing you're going to do, and again, it's when you see this, it's very simple, but you're going to use, your fingers. There's a lot of different techniques out there. It's one I'll say like do your thumb here and then do your index finger. Sometimes they overcomplicate it. I'm a simple girl. I like a simple lesson. And so I'm just going to say whatever fingers are available to you, do that. So the first thing I like to do is just get to a place where I know my breathing is consistent. And so just take a minute, not even a full minute, just 5 seconds to check your breath. Go, okay, where am I breathing? And one of the things you can do is take your hand and place it on your belly below, like right around where your navel is, and just check in. Am I breathing there or am I breathing up here? Because I'm talking, a lot of times I get very shallow. So I need to take a second and connect my breath. Okay, so we're breathing from the belly. Perfect. The next thing you're going to want to do is, again, choose your fingers. So it's alternating. So you're going to plug one nostril or push on it, close it, plug it, whatever you say, and do that. And just inhale slowly through the open nostril, right? So like this. And then when you get to the top of your breath, right? We know this from box breathing, any other, we get to the top, we're going to hold it for about 2 or 3 seconds. So like this. And then exhale, right? We're going to go over here. It's a little difficult for me to do it as I'm explaining. So let's walk through that practice together, me not talking to you at all. Just you and I, we're going to connect our breath. We're going to do some alternating nostril breathing. So first, we're going to breathe in. And relax. So you can see how doing that, it takes some focus, which is great for your brain. It takes intention, which is good for your lungs because you are thinking about what you're doing. And so you're going to pull in the most amount of your breath work. So let's do that practice one more time together. I'll lead you through it. So settle in, get comfortable. One side, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold it, 2, 3, maybe 4. And now other side, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And what you'll notice is if you do this you want to do this for several minutes. When I talk about box breathing, usually I say do that about 4 times. But with alternating nostril breathing, that's something I say for when I really need to just calm down and connect with everything, with all of my energy centers, with my breath, make space for my nervous system to just chill. So that's why I do it. I recommend doing it for probably about 3 to 5 minutes if possible. Okay, so now I'm going to take my essential oil. Like I said, I choose lavender. So what I will do is I'm going to show you, and kind of it'd be a little awkwardly, sharing it. But anyway, here we go. So remember, we're going to do this and then here, hold, and then switch, and we'll do that again. Oh, look at that! Did you see that? Used to box breathing. Okay, rewind. Let's try that again. It's so good for me to have to have the opportunity, not have to, but get the opportunity to do a tutorial because it forces me to say, now pay attention. And I hope that you appreciate that as well as you're working through this. So when you use an essential oil, remember with your practice, make sure that you're not shoving it up your nose. Like, remember those old time inhalers? Anybody who grew up in the 80s and 90s, you're like, trying to like get your brain clear. We don't want to do that. We want to just take it gently down here because even lifting off the cap is going to create the molecule release. So somewhere low like that. If you don't want to be, fiddling with a bottle and like back and forth, you can even just have it where you're at, put it on your desk or whatever, and just begin to smell it and even lean over, right? Like you were maybe going to do, like a tinting, right? Where we put the oil in hot water and just let that aroma come up. And when you go in a steam room, whatever, it's your practice, it's your choice. But I would encourage you, if you want a full blown breathwork experience and absolute nervous system calming down immediately, I highly recommend doing it with an essential oil. Again, you don't have to, but it's phenomenal when you do. So I hope that helps. I hope that you enjoy your nostril breathing technique, and we'll see you again for another one. Bye, everyone.